Good morning. We need to talk about the obsession with the new. Everyone on the internet is trying to start a SaaS company, launch an NFT collection, or build an e-commerce dropshipping store. They are fighting for fractions of pennies in hyper-competitive digital arenas. But while the entire millennial generation is chasing clicks, they have left a goldmine completely vacant. It is the goldmine of the physical, unsexy, old-school industries that your dad, or even your grandfather, knew about. We have completely forgotten that the wealthiest people in the world often own the simplest things: plumbing supply warehouses, local storage facilities, or gravel pits. Today, we are tearing down the hype and looking at the old money playbook. We will explore exactly why these forgotten businesses are generating more free cash flow than ever, because they have one secret ingredient that the internet can never copy: true exclusivity through physical infrastructure. Build the bunker, shields up. Let us start with the first advantage of the old money playbook. You cannot control C, control V a physical building. If you want to start a new storage facility, you need the land, the zoning, the millions of dollars for construction, and a multi-year timeline to build. This massive initial barrier to entry creates an incredible moat. In a world where anyone can start a new AI company tomorrow, starting a forgotten physical business requires something rare: patient capital and physical execution. Modern investors are too lazy for this. They want 5-minute growth, not 5-year real estate development. But the owner mindset understands that patience is rewarded with true exclusivity. When you own the local storage units or the regional dumpster rental company, you are not competing with the entire internet. You are only competing with two other guys who were willing to do the physical work, and the market is so unsexy, there are always more customers than assets. The second forgotten truth is essentialism. The businesses your parents ran were essential. They solved unsexy problems that people must pay for, regardless of the economy. If your sink backs up, you do not need a subscription to a productivity app. You need a plumber. The smartest investors have always hidden their money in the businesses that make the world run. They own the chemical supply companies that clean the municipal water. They own the industrial laundry facilities that wash all the sheets and towels for the hospital chains. These are not sexy industries, but they are recession-proof utility plays with 90+% recurring revenue. While digital trends appear and evaporate, the demand for physical goods and infrastructure only grows with the population. The smart money buys the shovel, while the millennials are all fighting to sell the maps to the gold mine. So, what does this actually look like today? Here are 5 unsexy physical businesses that are generating 7-figure free cash flow right now. 1. Construction dumpster rental. The barrier is high, the margins are huge, and every single construction project must pay you to leave. 2. Local pest control. It is a recurring subscription business to kill bugs that homeowners and restaurants physically cannot tolerate. 3. Local storage units. It is essentially owning a warehouse with zero tenant management and recurring cash flow. 4. Regional HVAC supply house. You are the only place plumbers can buy the critical parts they need to fix a heating system in the middle of a Canadian winter. And 5. Parking lot striping and maintenance. It is a mandatory, unsexy B2B service required by every commercial building and strip mall every few years to keep their property legal and functional. All 5 have massive physical moats and essential unavoidable demand. Let us look at the final pivot. The millennials are fighting in the digital trenches, while the operators of these old school businesses are retiring at 50 and buying vacation homes. Which side do you want to be on? The owner mindset does not want the stress of the operation. You do not need to own the dumpsters, but you should own the industrial land that the dumpster rental company leases for their yard. You do not need to run the plumbing supply house, but you should own the public utility monopolies that sell the water to the very plumbers that are your customers. Stop trying to find the next big thing on a computer screen and start owning the physical, unsexy, forgotten infrastructure that makes the entire world turn. The cash is physical, the wealth is infrastructure. We are only here to own the assets. Shields up.